So Facebook likes to do this thing where they like to remind you every couple of years that you look like a fucking potato. So here is my little fucking... What is that? Look at that little fucking cheesy ass mustache. Anyway, I wanted to do some research and see exactly what it is that let me wear that and why I was inspired to wear fucking multicolored guitars, peep that flip phone, a trucker hat. Oh, I wore a trucker hat and thought that was okay. So here I wanted to know what influences that I had in 2008 to 2010. And I think, you know, what really was MTV. 2008 MTV was the pinnacle of my middle school and my pre-adolescent life. So I wanted to take a look back and nostalgia and see what exactly it was about 2008 MTV that made me who I was today. I'm in love with your body. So now for copyright issues, we're gonna be using this bad boy, so that way I don't get any copy strikes, because that's YouTubing 101. So let's see, the first thing I want to do is... Alright, here's some of the shows that they're recommending for me. Parental Control.
Today, Junior!
Parental Control was kind of boring because they would play it all the time. Basically, you go out on 2 dates. One's typically a bad boy or girl, and then the other is typically someone that your parents picked out for you. Oh, no. Parental Control, I got it all wrong. See, I didn't watch it. Parental Control was either the current person that their son or daughter was dating, or another person. Oh, so the mom would pick one, and I think the dad would pick one, and then there's the original boyfriend or girlfriend that the contestant is actually seeing. So there's 3 people all together, and they have to decide at the end of the 2 dates which one she wants to keep. That show was kind of whack. Let's go see a scene or clip from it.
You wake up in your girlfriend's house and you accidentally smother her cat. What do you do then?
Oh yeah, they would interview the kids.
Put the pussy outside.
Disgusting.
Get her some roses as well.
Yo, that's what I like to hear.
Tell her her cat's stupid, then go buy her a dog.
Hell no! Jenna, let's go.
Bye. Bye.
I think only people that are into cuckolding are into this show. Alright, let's see what else. Room Raiders. Room Raiders is such a good show. Room Raiders was really nice. Sometimes they had even a celebrity on there. I think Zac Efron was on there. Basically, for The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, they would have 3 people that submitted submissions, and they would just take them from their house, and then they would just yoink them into a van. If you shot Room Raiders today, they'd be calling 911. So Room Raiders, the girl or guy would essentially go through your bedroom and see, just by your belongings, whether or not they wanted to date you. Pimp My Ride. Pimp My Ride is so nuts. They'd exhibit as your host, and then if you liked anything remotely close to something, they would put it in there. If you like the color red, guess what? Your car, your rims, your tire, all red. If you had a dog, they would put a German Shepherd on the side of your car. If you had a dog, they would make your van look like that van in Dumb and Dumber.
I know, I got a PlayStation.
Wow, PlayStation 1.
What you be doing, man?
Yo, they framed him! No way was he doing that in the car.
Officially been Pimp Daddy. Stop doing that. Please stop. Stop doing that. Okay.
My Life was Liz. That was kind of like a weird show. Oh, it was only kind of like for emo girls. Andy Milonakis. That was if you were on fucking acid. Looking back on that show now, that show was for people that were tripping balls. And now that I think about it, it makes so much sense why that was on TV. Life of Brian was for every girl from the 10 to 13 demographic who was watching MTV when their parents weren't home. Did some of you just have nostalgia just now? I wonder what Ryan looks like now. Ryan's starting to look like Rob Dyrdek. Speaking of Rob Dyrdek, Robin Big was actually one of my favorite shows of all time. They were just so funny. When they dressed up like women and dressed up for the bowl of cereal, that was a good episode.
You just be hugged up around that bowl like it's a...
That's such a good episode. Wait, I gotta see what it looks like.
It's touching. You love that cereal. You look like a happy mother. Look at your face, man. This is the greatest song I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Oh, when they broke the Guinness World Book of Records, such a good episode. This was such a good show. People didn't give this enough credit. Shout out to Big Bob Boykins. I know he passed away, not recently, but a while ago.
Well, you have broken the previous Guinness record of 2 by 1 banana. And you're
Eating bananas. Take that, Riley Reid. Oh, and then he had a daughter. Oh my god, that's so sad now. Oh, and Big Black wore a wig and started stripping? That's such a good episode. Damn, this show is so good. Minnie! Minnie Horse! Wow, this is such a good show. Alright, what else? Yo Mama. Yo Mama was the worst show of all time. I mean, it's just a bunch of Yo Mama jokes that you could find on the internet. And I remember everybody in middle school would come in the day after and start saying these.
Yo mama! Your mama's so stupid she tripped over a toilet phone.
This is what I watched. This was my childhood.
Your mama's so fat she can hear bacon cooking in Canada.
That's not bad. Human Giant. Human Giant was the funniest skit show in the world, and I think looking back on it now, that's kind of one of the reasons why I got into comedy in the first place, or like really into like skits, was because of Human Giant and all the fucking crazy shit that they were doing.
Having fun with a full grown man.
Oh, and that was also the first time I saw Aziz Ansari, and Aziz was my favorite comedian of all time. I wanted to talk about Next because it was so funny. Here's the clip of my friends watching Next who had no idea what it was.
What's the hairstyle? These are not.
Oh no, they're so not 18.
For those of you Next, it was basically Tinder before it was Tinder. You had a bus full of 5 teenagers, and each one wanted one. They would come out, and if the bachelor, bachelorette didn't like what they saw, they would go, next. And then at the end of the day, the other person could pull a reverse Uno and be like, oh, you like bananas? Next. And then it would just go like that, and then the episode would end. And that was Next. Ooh, The Buried Life was one of my favorite ones of all time. Simply because they would cross something off of their list, and then they would cross something off of a random stranger's list. That was part of the reason why I was influenced as a kid to want to do good. I think it's a good thing that this show came out because I really wanted to help other people, and I think this influenced me to want to do that. Also, it really taught me the value of just how short we have in this life and how you should really just go for the things that you want to do in life. And I think that making a list and doing them will make you not regret. Basically, FOMO on your deathbed is my biggest fear. Run's house. Can I tell you a little something about Run's house? Why the fuck was this a thing? This a grown man. We're 13 and we're watching this grown man tweet from the bathtub with a BlackBerry? Oh, I forgot about the BlackBerry. Imagine being a grown adult and your kid, 13 years old, is watching a grown man tweet from the bathtub. That's so crazy to me that we were just watched that one. Okay. Also, could you imagine the studio producer like, alright, so when we shoot this scene, you're gonna be tweeting from the bathroom. Bathroom. Okay. This man is also the same man that did this. How are these the same dude? Finally, my favorite America's Best Dance Crew. This clip right here, I remember watching that and shitting my pants. Look at that, how fucking dorky is that? Like 13, 12 years old. That was the coolest thing in the world to me. That was awesome. I remember this show wanted me to do flips that would definitely have killed me had I tried them. Like, watch this. If I tried that, I would have been fucking murdered. A head spin on the piano. Shout out to Dietrich's. Kids, don't try this at home. And of course, this flip. Oh, and of course, the iconic this bitch right here.
GTL, baby. Tip 10 laundry. Because if everything's put together, you feel great, you look great, you cost money.
Yo, do I got enough chapstick on Louis? Dude, do I have enough chapstick on Tony?
You need a lot of chapstick, bro.
The pinnacle of middle school. Guys, one thing that I want to say is that when you're a content creator, you really owe it to your audience and the people that you show your content to. Robin Big, The Buried Life, and America's Best Dance Crew. Thank you so much for shaping me into the right person. For the Jersey Shore, Parental Control, and Next, thank you for showing how to not be that person. For shows like Next, it's wrong to judge people on their superficial standards. For shows like that we didn't even get to, like Made, thank you for telling me that you can be something more than what people think of you. For shows like America's Best Dance Crew, thanks for showing me to be your best competitively at anything that you do always. It's really important that you make something that's out there, because shows like that can affect a kid like this, wearing a Sheckler hat and multicolored guitars for some reason. So those are the videos that impacted me in my childhood or my teen years, or the videos and shows that impacted you as a teen. We didn't even get to the music. We didn't even get to the YouTube videos at the time that were trending. I know for some of you, you've never seen these shows, and some of you, it's a good thing that you haven't. Let me know what influenced you. Let me know if these are any of shows that you would watch today. Anyways, thanks again. Have a great day.